Okay. Welcome everyone. Good afternoon. So this afternoon we will conduct the it's kind of like a mini webinar on this channel. So I would like to greet you all, like ladies and gentlemen. Um, so actually, it's my honor to welcome you all to today's enlightening sessions. The topic is about real success from an Islamic perspectives. As we gather here today, actually we are really privileged and honored to have a remarkable speaker like QZ, who will guide us through the profound insight that Islam offers to the true essence of success. So I think that throughout history, Islamic teachings have emphasized the importance of sincerity and integrity and compassion in pursuit of success. Um, so actually, QZ will shed light on how these values resonate with contemporary challenges we face and how they can lead us to fulfill a purposeful life. So without further ado, let us open our hearts and mind to be profound wisdom that awaits us as we delve into the topic real success from an Islamic perspective with our esteemed speaker QZ. So yeah, QZ, you may share screen.
Oh, okay. Test. Hello. Oh, can you hear me?
Oh yeah, sure.
Okay. All right. Hello everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Ya, Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay. Wait a minute. I'll prepare the share screen. All right.
Sure.
Landscape. So how are you? How's your life? How's life? I guess. How has it been, everyone? Maybe if you guys wanna talk or put on the comment chat, I'll be glad to know how are you doing.
Yeah. So actually, everyone, like, if you like want to like ask something, maybe, or yeah, to commenting your state of feelings today, you may just yeah, like drop in the comment section. So maybe during the presentations we will mute members,
Oh,
so members will be muted, and yeah.
okay. Actually, it's all right. I mean, even though it's not muted, it's okay. It's totally fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
just in case the yeah. Okay, so everyone, we will mute it you for a while. We will unmute you. You can my raise your hand if you have like a question. So
Okay. Meanwhile, I'll share screen, and if you guys wanna put on the comments chat, feel free. Over here. Is it already shown? Like the presentation?
yeah, yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
yep.
Okay. All right then. So thank you, Elliot, for the introduction and for the opportunity to get me here for this. Maybe it's more like a sharing or discussion rather than webinars. So let me introduce myself. You can call me QZ here, and I'm here just to reshare what I've learned all these years. I'm no ustaza, I'm no scholars, I'm so far from that. I'm still learning as well, and my expectation or my I hope that we can have a discussion and we can have this as a topic that we could have a muhasabah together. And if you have any questions or discussions or anything that you want to talk about, feel free to put in the comments or just raise your hand in the middle of it. Please stop me in the middle. It's all right. And I'm hoping that this could be our effort, one of our efforts in proving the real thing that uh, the performance of our ibadah to Allah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So let's start it with Bismillah, and I will open it with my presentation over here. I guess it's okay. Okay. So from what you've seen here, it's just like a what is a path or a journey of our lives. So let's start from the end because um, you know the critical thing is actually the ending. We always want a happy ending, of course. We're watching movies, we're watching like Disney's and romance movies and all movies. We want to know the ending. We want to have a resolution and how we want our life story to end. So we have to understand what is the ending of our life. And as we know, as a Muslim, the ending for our life is not just when we die, because there are lives after we die. And that's the real thing. Actually, that's the most important thing, because in this dunya, we just spend like, I don't know, 60, 70, 80, 90 years old maximum, but in afterlife, like in a hereafter, in akhirah, we'll spend like forever, eternal life. So if we compare which one is more important, of course, the akhirah is more important because it takes too way longer than our life here. So this is our end in our life in dunya, the graveyard. We just become the soil, and that's it. But there is a saying that the smartest person is the one who remember his death. So we need to remember our death or the end of our life, not because we want to scare ourselves off, but to understand which thing or what is the most important in my life. What exactly am I doing here? What is the purpose of my life? Who am I? What am I doing? What should I do? And all those answers are actually pointing us to this conclusion. I'm trying to achieve something in the end. I want to have a happy ending for my life. Okay, so many things happen in this world in our life, but mostly they are distractions from our real destination, from the real ending. And as Muslim, of course, there is only one option. No, two options, but we can get only one out of it. Uh, it's either we get into Jannah, the paradise, or we get into Jahannam. So, of course, we want to have a happy ending. We want to get into the paradise. Even we become a Muslim because of that, maybe, even though we are born Muslim, but it's not guaranteed that we can get into Jannah right away. So these two options are really contrast and really scary, that we don't know where will we end up. And there is some mistakes in some society has recently, or even from long time ago. They said, as long as you are a Muslim, you say verbally shahada and you become a Muslim, then you will get into Jannah. You will be you will not get into Jahannam as long as you are Muslim. So don't worry, just pray 5 times a day and recite Quran once in a while. But actually, it's not that easy to get into Jannah. If it's only requires Shahada, then anyone can do, even non-Muslim can do, even a Parkit can do. Like it's not that easy because this is a real thing. This is a huge reward. Jannah is no joke. It's a huge reward for someone or for a human who already sacrificed many things in their lives, who already putting a big effort to get this huge rewards. So it's not enough only to have your 5 prayers, or only to recite Qurans, or only to have those small things in our life. We have to put more than that, because the reward is too big to just get there that easy. Okay, so a little bit about the Jannah itself. There are many ways to get into Jannah. There are 8 doors, there are many, you know, many efforts that we can do. It could be from your salah, from your sadaqah, or from other things, da'wah, maybe, from sabr even, like you forgive people who wrong towards you, or many other things that can get us into Jannah. But the thing is that we don't know which door is accepted, or that we can get into Jannah itself. So better we try everything, or that we are focusing into this to do, like, to guarantee ourselves that I could get into Jannah from this gate or that gate, or from this. So we have to count ourselves first before we are being judged in the day of judgment, and making sure that we get into Jannah. Okay, in contrary, if we are not really serious in getting into Jannah, then this is the other option. And there is a class that's like a series of class talking about Jahannam, and many students passed like they faint, because it's really really scary. Like no one wants to spend even a single second. Even the Jahannam is still far away when we are in Mahshar, oh, we haven't this is the visuals, okay? Like we haven't gone into the Jahannam, but the heat of it, the ashes of it is already burn our brain. So never joke or even want to spend a single night, even a single second in Jahannam, because this is really scary, and this is serious. I mean, it's a real thing. Okay. So apart from that, sorry. Actually, I already spoiled the answer of what is the real success in the beginning. So the real success is Jannah. That's it. The real success is our life in the hereafter, the Jannah itself. That's a success, because success is what is the definition of success for you, like, or for us? It's being happy, no more sadness. I can do anything I want. I can get everything I want. I can, like, all happiness for a long, very long time. That's success. I can achieve what I want, what I target, my goals. It's all achieved. Jannah is a place where all whatever you want can be fulfilled there, and you will be happily ever after. It's in paradise. It's in Jannah. You don't have to pray anymore. You don't have to recite Quran anymore. You don't have to do any boring things. Whatever you want, and you will be happy all the time in Jannah. So in Islam, the real success is in Jannah. Once you get the Jannah, once you enter the Jannah, you are a successful person. But once you enter the Jahannam, uh, that's considered as a failure. Okay. I can make mistakes here. Sorry. Okay, let's see. Sorry to spoil that, but so this is the truth about dunya. Like, that's the hereafter, like the Jannah itself. But this is the dunya, where we live now. Okay. Um, Logically speaking, the real success, it doesn't exist in dunya. The same thing as a failure, it doesn't exist in dunya. It doesn't exist here. Even though what we said, a successful person, a failed person, or this one is success, it's not, that's just a label that we put on someone and we consider them as a successful person. It's on our base own judgment. It's on a group judgment. It's on the society judgment, because society has this standard of this is success, that is failure. They like the group or the society in the whole world put the standard of success by themselves, but not the real one, because dunya is actually is like a huge test for us, for Muslim, uh, for human. We are in a huge game where we have to win, we have to succeed, or else we will get the punishment, because we're already given resources, weapons, guidance, everything we need, but we are not making enough effort or strategy to win the game. Okay, so uh, I guess we can skip that. So basically, we've got to chill a bit, but taking it seriously, because this is our fate. And what we can take from that is there is no success in this world, no real success, no real failure. You can't judge anyone as a failed person or a successful person. As long as they're still alive, they are still here in this world. No one knows whether we are gonna be successful or other people gonna be successful or not, because we can't judge them yet. We can only know once we arrive in akhirah, after the day of judgment. We can't even judge ourselves. I'm a failure, I'm successful. No, we cannot say that, because that's not real. It's just our own label and our own judgment toward ourselves or other people. So, by knowing the real thing, of course, then the other, all the rest of what we've known all this time are fake ones. So, uh, in our life right now, success defined as wealth, as a good career, as if you are married to a good person, you've got kids, and then you're being a famous influencer and good life, that's the definition of success in this world, but that's not real. So when we're trying to look at the failure itself, then what we define as failure, usually we said that if that person is broke or a beggar, jobless, alone, not getting married in certain age, or they are in hardship, they are sick, we consider them as a failures. But this is not the real failure. This is fake ones. And it will always, when we're thinking about it, like if we have some certain goals in our life, like I want to build a company which has the cash flow of, let's say, uh, 10 billion per year, or no, 10 million, let's say 10 million per month, let's say. I want to have a salary of 10 months by this year, so I got that salary. Then the fail and success standard in this dunya, in this world, has this flaw of having a specific target. Okay, so you put a number in a time bounded, and then whenever we didn't reach that number, we're gonna feel bad about ourselves, we're gonna consider ourselves as a failure, and then we quit. Okay, I can't get 10 million per year, per month of a salary. I failed, let's say. Or my company went bankrupt. Even though I did so many things, I put a lot of efforts for that, but I don't reward myself, I don't appreciate myself because I can't achieve that certain amount. So the failure and success definition in this world is so unfair because it's only looking at the result over here. People only looking at your result rather than the process itself. Then it will never happen. The success in dunya will never happen because we always want more. Even though maybe we reach the 10 million this year, the next year you want more, 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 and more until you can't keep up with that and then quit again. So it's just a depressing state. Uh, but when we compare with the real thing here, the real thing is the end of our life, like whether we end up in Jahannam or Jannah. And in Jahannam, like like when they said the last moment of our life is based on our habits. If we are connected to Allah, if we heavily deep rooted with our religion, and we are really have a strong faith, then we'll get husnul khatimah, right? And we can say that inshallah they will get into Jannah. But if we are in a habit of bad things, or forgetting Allah, forgetting our religion or faith, and just having fun, then the last moment of our life will determine where we end up. Like we would know, like we should be honest with ourselves. Will I end up here or there? Will I end up in Jannah or Jahannam? Just take a look at our habits, our activities every day, our heart, and what's the connection between us and our God. So, taking a look at it as well in dunya, in this world, this kind of success, like the cycle of our life is that you get into school, you got an education, and then graduate the high school, you get into the college, after that finding a job, get married, having kids, finding more money, and then have a kids, and then we put our kids into the school, and then our kids get into a college again and graduated, and all the cycles going on. This cycle is called capitalism, where the rich control us, like the commoners. And they said happiness is there, earn more money, earn more, and it just fulfill our ego and our nafs, shahwat, our entertainment, just to have a spill of happiness, a little taste of a short temporary happiness. But this is not the real thing. This is not the permanent or a long, eternal happiness that we can only get from Jannah. So what we do about it then? Like actually the connection between us and Allah is, of course, we are a servant of Allah, right? And Allah wants us to get into His Jannah. Allah wants us to succeed. Shaitan wants us to fail. Shaitan wants us to get into Jahannam. So he make many attempts, many distractions in this world. So we are so busy in our life, but we're not chasing the real success. We are chasing the worldly success. We are distracted. So Allah put all things in dunya to make us success. There is adhan. Adhan is a call for success. In one of the here, hayya al falah means hurry to success, hasten to real success. It's like saying, hey, don't get distracted with your work, with all the things over there in dunya. Come on, come back. Come back. Remember your real vision. Remember your real goals. It is Jannah. It is your paradise. It is your forever, your lifetime. This is the real thing. Leave everything else. Don't get distracted and busy yourself with wasted things over there. So we are actually being called 5 times a day for success. But sometimes we just let me do it later. I'm in the middle of I'm playing games. I'm in the middle of talking with my friends. I'm in the middle of hanging out over here, and it's really hard to find a musalla. And I'll just do it later. Come on, you are being called for success. How can you not taking that opportunity right away? Even we have to wait for it. I have to wait for the success. And another thing is that in Al-Fatiha, which we always recite in our prayers, but try to have a mindful meaning of Al-Fatiha itself. It says, Ihdina siratal mustaqim, guide us to the straight path. Like we have to stay on the road of the right path. Like we have to make a habit of staying in this faith, like staying in this good deeds, being a good Muslim, being a practicing Muslim, to stay on that road so that we can get the success. There is a road to success, right? The path to success, and we have to ensure ourselves that we are already on the road. We are already here. Uh, like we have to evaluate ourselves. Where am I now? Am I already on the road or not? Or did I fool myself? I thought that I'm gonna get into Jannah as long as I'm praying and this and that, but apparently in reality it's not enough. And I don't want to say that we just realize it once we died, because there is no point on that. We regret. How can I be abundant with this? How can I put such a full concentration on many other things, but not my own fate on this serious thing? So sorry, it's about the success itself. So by knowing that, then what's next? What to do? What to do is to stay on the road, to win the game, and to beat the test, to ensure and guarantee ourselves to do our best, trying really hard, sacrificing everything we have, or because it's limited. Our time is limited. Who knows? We'll die tomorrow. We'll die next hour, next 2 years. Who knows? And once we die, no more chances. There's nothing. It's too late. And people has their own way. As we know that there are 8 gates of Jannah. So someone who think, oh, I'm for me, praying Salah is really enjoyable and mindful, then I will maximize my prayer. or someone else who's rich, he would put the wealth into, into the path of Jannah, into, investing for his akhirah, rather than having a hedonistic lifestyle, like having an entertainment for from the money. They would do or fund the building mosque and stuff like that. So we have to look at ourselves. What can I do from what I have right now to ensure that I have enough deeds and I have the ticket to Jannah? Because people can be very fast. Like, let's say an ulama, wow, they are like a hafiz, wow, and a da'i, or even a mother who is trying so hard to educate her children. That's also the jihad gates, dawah, or even when a husband is providing for his family, or maybe we, according to our role, if we study hard, and this knowledge I want to educate people so that they will perform ibadah well to Allah. They will be knowledgeable, they're not foolish, they're not easily fooled by this dunya, distracted. So we have to find our own way to Jannah itself. And of course, there are things that out of our control or external factors. And how can we do like survive? It's by these two things. It's related to external factors. Okay, sabr and shukr. Sabr and shukr is not passive actions, like, okay, I'll be patient and just sit down and okay, or shukr is just alhamdulillah, saying that and like doing nothing. Nope, sabr and shukr is an active actions. Active means you're moving, you're doing something, you're putting effort. Sabr is like accepting, accept any hardship, accept any test that been given by Allah, and then we're trying our best to heal ourselves, to get out of the hardship, to pray to Allah, to do anything to get more pahala from this hardship. And shukr, it's even harder actually, because we are in a state of happy, like there is nothing wrong. Usually we are getting back to Allah, or we're praying because of there is a problem, or people leave us, or no other exits, no other solutions, so that we go back to the religion. But shukr, it's more difficult, because we need to be grateful, and we need to use that blessings for good deeds, for our pahala again. Let's say you just got a new car, but if you use it to pick up your boyfriend or girlfriend, then that will not be an action of shukr. Action of shukr is that we are using the blessings for something good, or for something for Allah, for ibadah, for things that is beneficial for our akhirah. So everything goes back to the akhirah, everything goes back to the Jannah. How can we filter? Should I do this? Should I do this? Should I not do this? Should I go for this? Should I listen to this? And blah, blah, blah. Like, filter all those things by asking one question. Is it affecting my akhirah? Will it take me to Jannah or not? If it doesn't take me to Jannah, then bye. It's useless. Let's say playing games and stuff. It's all right. I mean, it's okay. But being too much and then making us distracted by our life, it's not productive. Productive for what? Productive for our akhirah, for our Jannah. Does it does it help me to get my Jannah? If not, then I'm sorry, bye. And of course, the efforts, we actually already know what the do and don'ts, what we have to do and what should not do, like the prohibition. you know. The order, it's not only ritual prayers, but practicing Muslim means that you are really practicing Islam in our life. So it's not like, yeah, reciting one juz one day. It's not that, but we actually really understand each of the ayah, the first in the Quran, uh, talk good to your parents, and don't mistreat other people, don't lie, be honest, and all things we actually already know about that, but it's hard to do because we are not really that convinced that we will get something out of it. I will hold myself, will control myself. I would do this huge sacrifice because I know there is something that I can get in the future in Jannah, which is really huge. That this sacrifice is nothing. Then it's gonna be easier for us to follow the other. We have to try our best as much as it can. So, of course, Allah wants us to succeed, and there are so many guidance already out there. The Quran, Tadabbur, YouTube videos, mood boosters. Even we have the real role model, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, peace be upon him. He already shows us how to be a Muslim, how to get into Jannah, what we have to do, what time we have to wake up, what who should we marry with, whatever that we are doing in this life. It's already portrayed by our prophets. There are already so many examples, because now we have to understand I can no longer be fooled by this world, by the distractions, because this is a serious thing. This is a huge thing. It's my fate for the next life. So to sum up, I guess I'll put this. Let's have this. This is it audible? The video? I hope it's audible.
How many of you know what the word dunya really means? Raise your hand. You really know where it comes from? What's the source? Something really low. Really low in a base. Something so disgusting, right? Somebody go, oh man, that dunya on my shoe. Low. And that's what this universe is to Allah. How low? And again, we don't say, for Allah so loved the world. We don't have that. That's not our concept. Prophet ﷺ said it to his companions so they'd understand.
Oh, sorry, the audio is cracking. I guess I have to mute myself. Wait a minute, okay? Oh my gosh, what happened here?
The universe and everything in it. Hayat ad-dunya wa ma fiha. Everything in this universe was even worth a wing of a mosquito to Allah. Then he would never give those bad people a sip of water to drink. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Now we understand this is not our paradise. This is our chance to earn paradise, work for paradise, and get the mercy of Allah so we can go to paradise. Well, this is not our paradise. So when you see the bad things happening to the people here, just remember, the ones who are suffering the most here have the best chance to go to paradise. And those who have everything here, they have the least chance. And this is, I won't say it's impossible, but it sure ruins your opportunities. So this is why Muslims are constantly encouraging each other to, whatever you do, do it with a good intention for the sake of others. Now, some people will say, oh, wow, look the way they spent their money. Last night we were down in Abu Dhabi. Have you seen the big masjid down there? That's an amazing place. And people could say, oh, well, look, they wasted their money. How do you say that? Why would you say that? How many people go there? Even tourists go there and want to know about it. They learn about Islam. And it's a big place to worship. How many of you been there? Were you impressed? Yes or no? You were impressed. It was something big. It's amazing. By the way, it must be pretty impressive. I didn't even say the name of it. You knew which one I meant, didn't you? Huh? So see, when Muslims do something, at least they put a good intention with it. Something, hopefully, that Allah will accept. And we know we make mistakes along the way. But at least, inshallah, God can forgive us. Because we never made partners with Him in our worship. And what did Allah say about that? You didn't ask this question, but I'd like to throw it out there. What did Allah say about this in the Quran? Chapter 4, verse 48. This chapter called Women, An-Nisa. Here's what Allah said. He doesn't forgive people setting up partners with Him in worship, but anything else, He can forgive it. So the idea of making partners with Allah in worship, this is the worst thing in this test that we're in. Have you said, well, this is a good person. He's good to you. He's a nice guy, nice to you. But he's not being very nice to Allah. He's not being good to Allah if he made partners with Him in worship or denied Allah's ayahs, His proofs.
All right, to sum up our discussion today. So that's all we can do is trying our best here as long as we're still alive. This is our chance. This is our, critical time, because I don't know how old are you, or like maybe 15 or like 20, 30s, in your 40s, 50s, but we never know how much time left in our life and how many deeds that we have already had, how many pahala that we already collected. Is it enough for us to get into Jannah? There is no guarantee for us to get to Jannah. So I have to make sure, we have to make sure that any second in our life, we never forget about our faith. We don't forget about our religion, or we don't get distracted by this fake success in this world. And we are asking Allah to get us stronger and make us deserve Jannah. And we don't want to end up in Jahannam, because believe me, it's really, really not preferable. They're very, very bad. So the keynote here is that the real success is later. It's there. It's not now. It's not 2 years later. It's not here. It's not anyone that we known in this dunya. Even though everyone in this world pointing someone as a successful person, labeling someone or saying that this person is successful, this is the definition of success, this is blah, 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 blah. But the truth and the real thing will not ever be erased. This will stay as truth, even no one believes it, or even everyone saying that you are being too much, you're being extremes or what. I don't care. I want to have a guarantee for my place in Jannah. This is really serious. I don't want to end up in Jahannam. So I'm going to make sure that we have to be serious about this. This is our fate. This is our end. Whether we want a happy ending or we want to be like the commoners who got into Jahannam. Nauzubillah min zalik. So thank you very much for being here. I'm so sorry if there are many mistakes from my English or from my materials. I hope that we would have positive discussions and active ones. So don't be passive, because I would like to have inputs from you guys as well. Thank you very much.
Okay, well, wow, that's really amazing. Thank you so much, QZ, for enlightening us for the discussions today. Yeah, it's really like open our eyes about the real success that you are saying about in Islam perspective. It's I make some notes in here, so there is no success. The real success in dunya is like temporary. So the real one is afterlife in the akhirah, when we are enter to Jannah, and then in the really beginning, you're mentioned about the smartest men. They are those who remember death the most, and they are do the best to prepare to face it, right? So they are the most intelligent people. And then and top of that, in the like in the last of the videos, we are see about like what is dunya. And then this quoted from like the prophet or the hadith, like dunya is no more valuable than mosquito wings.
Yes.
And then yeah, that's really amazing for me. So yeah, I would like to thank you for the participant for your attentive participation today. And like really patience, like listen attentively to us. So maybe some of you have this kind of like notions or some questions. So feel free to raise your hands, or you can type your question in the chat. Whether you seek clarifications, desire deeper insights, or you want to share your thoughts. So we are welcome all your contributions. And yeah, so without further ado, let's um yeah, just feel free to raise your hand to add more. You want to seek for clarification or ask something to QZ. So yeah, feel free, everyone.
I'm sorry if my English is not that um, you know clear. Anything. I hope
No,
you guys get it.
yeah, it's really clear. I think yeah. I want to like express my heartfelt gratitude actually to you. Um,
Great.
yeah, it's really like you are like eloquent and really great. I hope maybe people like they are like flabbergasted. That's why they just like still
No,
get
not.
confused.
Nah, I'm still learning as well.
Okay, maybe I would like to go first to ask something.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, let me see here. Yeah, you're also saying in the slide that yeah, our time is really limited, right? And then so my question is also the video earlier. There is two people like there is like a lot of hardship, but they still enter to Jannah. But there is someone they are like less hardship, um but there's like get a lot of like wealthy, like people perceive as a success in the dunya, but they also came to Jannah. But the most important is like, oh, Musician, do it with the good intention. So you need to like uh, do it, those kind of thing that you did in this world, in good intentions. So my question is in here, how how to find like, our own way to Jannah, like with the minimum privilege. because some people like, okay, it's okay, they can being generous because of they are wealthy, and then they have those privilege, they are have authority. So some people with the least privilege, they will like insecure to gain the real success in Jannah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for the question. That's really an insightful one. Yeah. Um. The reality is that rich people, the one who has wealth, they got more difficulties in getting into Jannah. You know about Hisab, right? Hisab is asking of our wealth. Where did you get it from? And what you spend it for? There are two questions about wealth in the day of judgment. It weighs us down. It make it difficult to get into Jannah because we have to answer these two questions. The more money you have, okay, the more responsibility actually we have to be responsible for. That's why many people saying poor people are easier to get into Jannah because they don't have so many hisab, they don't have so many things to be responsible for. It's easier. Actually, the privilege is in poor people, or not poor, or maybe like commoners, not really that wealthy. The privilege is on them instead of the rich ones, because the rich one has a huge responsibility in managing their wealth to make sure the wealth is uh, allocated for his akhirah. Let's take a look at wealthy person. The proportion of the sadaqah and his own entertainment, maybe lifestyle and stuff, will it ever be the proportion is like more sadaqah but less for your life? Nope. Usually even they're more like more stingy because they kind of afraid that they lost it. But yeah, I mean, but for some people who doesn't have that much, it takes a lot of courage and sacrifice. They don't have much, but still they are giving sadaqah from that very small amount of their money. That's a huge sacrifice. So it's not based on the nominal, even though the more you do sadaqah, maybe you granted Jannah more. But the sacrifice that we've made, if you are having savings 1 million, 10 million, 100 millions, you can have even more privilege rather than someone who has billions or very wealthy, but they don't allocate for their akhirah. If we allocate whatever we have, that's a huge sacrifice. And this huge sacrifice will be converted into a huge investment for our akhirah. And the note is that actually it's not good. I mean, it doesn't feel good to be wealthy. Because of that, the hisab is really, really scary. You have you have the money, but you have that temptation. I want to buy this and that and that. I want to pay for this, and I want all of this dunya. I want all of entertainment. I want to buy a new car, bike. I want to pay for this and that. I want that Gucci and stuff. But is it for your akhirah? It's not. So actually, more money is more temptation and more difficult to get into Jannah. We're not asking to be poor, actually, no, but we need to put the habit of thinking about akhirah. What makes me easier to get into akhirah? That's why we know an ustad. If I'm not mistaken, Ustad Fatih Karim or Salima Fila, I'm not. That's why we look at some ustads or ulama. They are not very wealthy or not very flashy. even though in real world they could be very wealthy, they have a lot of money, they could have all those, but why are they living a simple life? Even some of that are still rent house like, you know, really simple life, because they keep on allocating it. Okay, there is a donation, or you know, like donation, zakah, like sadaqah, or yeah, you know, people give to their communities or not, and then the ustads giving it back for sadaqah, giving it to build mosque, to build a community, to build everything. So the money is not for himself, but it's for his akhirah. That's why what we see here is that they are living a simple life, because they are actively saving up for their investment for the akhirah. So being rich actually, kind of and it's not a privilege. In contrary, it is a challenge if we are not strong enough to be able or to deserve to hold this privilege or to these blessings, then we might fall from it. We might get distracted. We might forget about our real goals. This is a test. I hope that answer.
Yeah, sure, sure, yeah. Okay, thank you so much. So yeah, you're saying that wealthiness is not solely that you are it's not solely good. It depends on your intention. Like if those wealthy that you have, you use to you utilize it to improve your charity and then worship and then um make you become a better. So go for it because of yeah, like one the Sahaba, like you know, like the Sahaba that guarantee the Jannah, like some of them they are like the most richest, you know, like in Islam. So it's
Mhm.
not something wrong that pursue or gain the money because yeah we need money to or maybe to establish the school or to do the things for the ummah, but yeah it depends back then to your intention because if you don't have like strong like faith, you will be drowning and then can trap in that because that's also belong to the trial because some people like they think that the trial itself just like about the hardship but calamity but the blessing itself if you don't do you're saying earlier about the shukur, so do shukur not just about like saying alhamdulillah like that but more than that how do you where because of yeah the hisab is well really terrific. We will ask like where do you get this and then where do you spend. Okay, actually KZ, we have like the question on the comment section. So
Oh yeah,
what
that's
makes
great.
people pursue work more than afterlife?
Oh,
So how
mashallah.
do you maybe the question is how to make it balance, you know, like or chasing the word success and then because some people like some of us like we are uh chase the words, you know, and then forget the afterlife. How to make it balance? Like we are being a good person, like we are happy in this life, and we are happier and afterlife. How to make it balance?
Okay, thank you for the question. It's really a great questions. Really nice. This is already a challenge for ourselves, for many people. And yes, we understand that many people pursue world more than the afterlife. Even me myself are still like distracted and got into the the things happening in this world because it is easier, more fun. It doesn't take a lot of effort. It feels better. It is what is it like? When there is a research on saying like uh, that we are more tempted into a short term instant gratification when we are being promised something that is so far away and we can't see it. I mean, paradise, I can't see it now. How can I believe in this? Right? And then a very long permanence. Are you sure? Any proof? Can you convince me? Some people are like disbelieving this. Even Muslims are not really believing this promise because the promise sounds like a fantasy. It sounds so hard. I have to do this. I can't go on dates. I can't do this. I can't do that. I should do this and that. I should spend 60 years or 70 years of my life following the order of Allah. Like I have to sacrifice all the things in my life only to get into this Jannah, whether that I don't even know the proof yet. So people are more into physical, short-term, instant gratification. That's why we are scrolling our social media or the TikTok, whether it's only 15 seconds. But once we get into the TED Talks, like 2 hours reading a book, we're gonna get bored. It's really long and boring. But this is the good thing. Like medicine is always bitter, boring, and doesn't feel good. It's not preferable. But entertainment, playing games, hanging out with friends, all the zina or bad things sounds good, tastes good, feels good. It's instant. We can have fun now. Why should we wait for Jannah? We can have fun now. You only live once, they said, right? But that is the test. That's the trial. Many people are not patient enough to wait for the promised land, for the huge rewards. If you are being given a, let's say, can you sit here for one day? Don't go out. I will give you food and stuff. Don't take your phone. One day without phone, I will give you 100,000 rupiah. But if you can stand for a week, I can give you 1 million. If you can stand 2 weeks, I can give you 100 millions. When we're looking at this, wow, that's a huge reward, 100 million or 1 billion, let's say. But I have to control myself, to control myself not taking my phone. I have to do prayers. I have to sadaqah. I have to fast, do fasting. I have to, do many things that may be boring and maybe it's not on our preferable. It's not fun. But I will be patient to wait for that 1 billion, to wait for that huge rewards. But not many people wants to do that. They gave up right in the 10 minutes. No, I'm so bored. I need my phone. No, one day maybe they can last, but then in the next day, no, I'm okay with 100,000 rupees. I'm all right with that. 100, okay. They are okay with short happiness, short gratification, instant one, rather than waiting for the long and eternal and permanent ones. But this is not the case of you're getting 100K or something. No, this is only two options. If we don't wait, or we are not patient enough to wait for the paradise, to pursue afterlife, as you said, and we pursue world more than the afterlife, means that we are not patient enough, we're not really believing it, then we cannot get into Jannah, and then where will we end up to? Jahannam. It's not like we are being a ghost or like, nah, there's a neutral. No, there's no neutral result. If we are not aiming for Jannah, then we will end up in Jahannam. That's the only options. There's no other option. It's like you go or die. Like you go for Jannah, you go for afterlife, or it's a game over. Like at least if it's so hard to get the Jannah, or like, just think of that. I don't want to be tormented in Jahannam. I don't want to get into Jahannam. So no other option. I should seek more for afterlife rather than world, rather than this dunya. No other option. This is the only option. There is nothing such as neutral or normal, or nah, it's okay. I don't need to go to Jannah, but I don't want to get into Jahannam as well. No, there is no such option. So we have no option. I mean, um, it's whether we get into Jannah or Jahannam. So by knowing this, having this knowledge, realizing this, now we have to evaluate ourselves again. We have to ask ourselves, are you sure you want to trade your world for your afterlife? Are you sure you don't want to chase for Jannah? You don't want to pursue afterlife more than how you pursue world? Are you sure about that? Are you sure you know the consequences that you will face? We have to get that awareness from now on before it's too late. I guess that's the reason, and not many people know this or realize about this or aware about this or giving a serious shit about it. They don't really serious about it, and they just like, oh, fuck it, and then like, no, everyone is doing this. Why not? Yes, so many people will go to Jahannam rather than Jannah. More people get into Jahannam. That's the truth. We already know about that. So whether we want to be the minority that got into Jannah, or we go with the mainstream with everyone else to Jahannam. But we don't want that to happen in the future, right? That's why we're trying to do our best right now. And about the balance that Elliot said, I don't know about the balance, but personally, for me myself, there is no such thing as pursuing world, pursuing akhirah, as if they are separated. They are not separated. If they are separated, it's called secularism. Secularism is not Islamic, where we separate. Okay, like religiously, I take the prayer, and then I will seek for money. It's for my dunya world. So we segregate those two worlds. No, it's not segregated. It's not separated. It's one thing, one single thing. We are chasing akhirah. If we get dunya, alhamdulillah, that's a bonus. If we don't get dunya, it's okay. I'm seeking for greater one, the greatest one. It's Jannah. That's why Muslim is the most peaceful person, because whatever happened in their life, they can do sabr or shukur. That's it. If you got hardship in your life, you got cheated on, or someone steal your money, then sabr. Okay, maybe I didn't do sadaqah that much. This is to, money laundry, like to wash my sins, to erase my sins, all that. Or then to chase dunya. It's actually not chase dunya. We are actually chasing akhirah using dunya. Like, let's say, what is our roles? Our roles is a son of our mother, right? We are a son, and then we already graduated, so we try to find a job, okay, work to provide for our family, to provide for our mother. This is the form of ibadah as well, because Allah said we have to um, do good deeds for our parents. Because of that, we will get pahala, barokah. So actually, we're working not for the money, not to chase dunya, but again to chase akhirah. Because to get to the akhirah, to get the jannah, I need pahala, I need good deeds, I need ibadah, perform of ibadah. So there is I'll take a look at this. Oh, there is a way that I can get pahala. It's by committing myself to my parents. It's by providing for my family. Okay, I will get that path. I will get pahala from providing for my mother or from my parents. So, how can I provide for my family? Oh, I should work. I have the skills and potentials. I go to work having this motivation, bismillah, with a good intention. I do this work for Allah to get akhirah because I want to get the pahala for me to have many good deeds later on the day judgment. So whatever the salary is, even whatever happen in our work, in our job, it's not our concern anymore, because uh, the difference someone is doing for akhirah or someone is doing for dunya is based on the underlying motivation. Are you doing your job because you are going for the barakah, for the pahala, for the good deeds, for the jannah, or you're doing your work only to get money and then you can uh, get a new bike for, for the following the trend, or get that Gucci, something else. The difference is just that, but the actions is the same. The activities is working. Muslims should work, but why are you working? It's totally different, and it will be very uh, different in the end result, because we are chasing for akhirah. But then if we get blessings out of it, it's a bonus. Alhamdulillah. Thank you very much for these blessings that I got in dunya. It looks like we are chasing dunya. It's not, but actually it's not. We are chasing akhirah using the tools and the vehicles. Like dunya is like the vehicle to get into the real destination. The real destination is the akhirah. And the way to get into the akhirah, there are lots of ways: by working, by providing for family, by studying hard, and then being an educated Muslim, and then you can do many things by doing da'wah. Da'wah requires knowledge, da'wah requires certificates and stuff. Of course, we should pursue a higher degree, but why are you pursuing that? It should have the correct and real underlying motivations, whether you're doing it for Allah or for yourself, like ego and shahwa and nafs for our own. I hope that answer. I'm sorry if it's too long.
Mm, okay. Thank you so much, QZ. Actually, we have
Mhm.
another question on the comment
Yeah,
section.
yeah, yeah,
So
sure.
from Asteria Canopus, the question is, what is your perspective regarding to the notion that innamal a'malu binniyah, and then
Mhm.
the God, it's according to the um God according to his prejudice of his servant. So
Mhm. Yes.
yeah, can we
Um.
like can we people like we all like really uh like confidently believe that we will enter Jannah because we are a Muslim, or something, the second that, so you
Mhm.
will, or we just like submissive, so we just do our best and then the result it's just let God decide.
Yes. Practice depends on intention. Means, sorry, can you elaborate that? I know that the next phrase, but practice depends on intention. Maybe you could like kind of explain it more. What does what what do you imply to? It's like based on intention, or maybe Asteria wants to talk. Or
Yeah, Asteria, would you like to elaborate your question?
it's just only like the first phrase. I can so that would be more. It will be clearer.
Yeah, maybe the thing is some people people like doing some people they are like doing the bad things, so they don't really care about
Mm-hmm.
the deeds, right? They say, okay, my intention is good, but they don't really
Mm-hmm.
care the how and why they did that. They just focus on the
Okay.
saying that. So this like kind of, I think, what do you think? It's like misconceptions, but
Um, intention. We're talking about intention. It's heavily related to amal, of course, because intention is niyyah, and amal is the actions. But amal will not be counted if the niyyah is not correct as well. So, whatever we are doing, make sure that we, if you could even put the verbal intention, Bismillah, in everything that we do. When we are eating, when we are walking, when we go out, when we study, whatever we are doing, start it with Bismillah, because that's the intention. The intention that I started this activity consciously for Allah, for my akhirah, in the name of Allah, because we verbally said it or in our heart, Bismillah, and then inshallah it will be counted as amal, as good deeds. So do everything in our life with Bismillah, or with the intention, because this is what makes us different uh, with non-Muslim or with other Muslim that is not mindful about it. They are doing many things, they are doing their best, they are a good person, they are doing charity voluntary work, but it goes into waste because there is no intention of Allah over there. The intention is only for goodness, for this and for that, but if it's not based on real intention of Allah and gets into akhirah, Jannah, then it's not counted. It totally goes to waste. So we have to practice, we have to put into habits, into starting everything that we are going to do by Bismillah. And also this will prevent us in you know, prevent us in doing bad things, because we will not start by Bismillah, right? I mean, when we want to steal something and then we said Bismillah, it's we can't do that, right? And so it can prevent us from doing bad things. Yes, yeah. So Alhamdulillah, Asteria said that it depends on the intention. Okay, the actions, like the deeds, it depends on the intention. Means that whatever the deeds, whatever that we are doing, whatever we have done, if it's not based on the intention of Allah, then it's not counted. I'm sorry to say, this is depressing, yes. So everything goes waste. Well, we can repent and start again now. Like starting from today, starting from this hour, say Bismillah, say with the real intention, Ya Allah, I want to do this activity, I want to eat this food, thank you for this clothes I'm wearing now, I'm going to my university, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, inshallah I want to reach your Jannah. I'm doing this for you and I want to get your Jannah. So that's why I'm doing this activity. By saying only Bismillah, it will grant it will permit our deeds to be counted. And if we have bad intention, then the practice will be bad as well. The acts will be bad as well. The So we make sure the intention is good. If it's if it's changed or skewed a little bit in the middle, get it back again. It's all right. My intention is still for fame and blah blah, and for being popular and well known. Get it back to Allah. Get it back to Allah. Say Bismillah again in the middle of that, because the deeds depends on the intention. If the intention is for Allah, then it will be counted as a good thing. But if the intention is not for Allah, the practice is not counted for the Jannah. It's a total waste. And I hope that explain the first praise. If it's still not really that clear, you can ask again or like reaffirming. For the second praise is God's prejudice. Yes, it's like this. The analogy is as someone is giving you something. Okay, that thing is a present, a gift. It's really extravagant. You're having a birthday or something, and then that person give you a very expensive and extravagant gift. What is your attitude toward that person? You will be grateful, right? Wow, thank you very much. This is very, very... No one gave me any gifts, but you, out of nowhere, give me this gift, and then you open it. This is what you really need. Like, is a very precious gift. So our attitude toward that person is that is a good person. And our prejudice to that person, oh, that person is a good person. And then later on, we know that this is our aunt or our uncle or like our family or our friend become our best friend, let's say. We have a good prejudice about them. We have a good assumption about them. She is a good person because she gave me so many things. She gave me precious things, extravagant. She accompanied me everywhere. She supports me. We have a good assumption. We have a good prejudice toward them. Now, when we're looking at Allah, Allah gave us so many, too much even. Allah gave us blessing, rizq, halal job. Allah gave us rizq, money, and then nice food, tasty food. Allah give us a full, complete family. Allah give us friends, good friends. Allah gave us this life. Allah gave us a very extravagant and precious life, precious things in our life, good things. But then Allah give us a small hardship, a small trial. We didn't get into our expected university, let's say. But actually, it was a part of a plan. The big plan is that you get into another university, and in that university, it is better for you to have an achievement or things, because we don't know that another university actually better than the one we want. But we assume, we prejudice to God that, Ya Allah, why are you doing this to me? Why are you being evil to me? Why are you giving me this trial? Why are you making me sad? And then we complained. We, like we said, you are so, like we assume that Allah is mad at us. What have I done wrong? Ya Allah, why are you punishing me this way? We are given hardship, we are given trial, and many things happen in our life, and then we get into conclusion, we have that prejudice that Allah is mad at me, Allah doesn't love me, Allah is bad, that God is really unfair to me. Why my friend they lead a happy life, and why am I here sunk in my hardship and trials in my poor life? Why are you doing this to me, Allah? That's the prejudice. Now, if someone gave you something and then you are being grateful to them, you are happy about them, you have a good impression on them, but one day they do something that maybe not preferable for you, but it is for your goodness, it is for your own sake. It doesn't feel good, but it's for your own good. But then we said that, why are you doing this to me? I'm doing this for your good, for your sake. That guy is not good for you. Why are you not supporting our relationship and blah 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 blah? And then we got mad. We prejudiced that this is a bad friend. You are a bad friend. You're not good. We prejudice. We gave that assumption. And then later on, when our friends say, "Hey, let's take a look at this," no, 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 you are trying to put me into another hardship, aren't you? Or like saying your friend is promising you something. Nah, you're lying. We have that assumption. Allah will not give me good life. Allah will not, because all this time I always lead a poor life, always this and that. We complain and stuff. I lead a poor life in this because of our own negativity. We have that assumption. So whatever happened to us, we'll take it as something negative. Even though it's a good thing, we will assume it as something malicious, hidden, hidden meaning. Like when you get some blessings, actually, Allah give us good things, but we take it negatively. No, 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 it's not good. Maybe something out of it. After this, I will get some shit, right? you know. So it's not God's prejudice actually. Like Allah doesn't prejudice. Like that. Allah doesn't assume anything. Allah just you know. Allah act any. Allah give you things. Allah give us or things in our life for our good, for our sake, for our success, everything, even though it feels bitter, even though it's so sad. Like, for example, a relationship, you broke up with your boyfriend or something, but then in the meantime, you met someone new and you got married. But if we are persisting our assumption, no, 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 this person is good for me, and we stay on this bad person, we will not have that the best one over there. Allah knows that this person is bad for you. It's not for you, or maybe it's not bad, but it's not your partner. It's not your best. Doesn't match with you, but there is someone else out there. You have to be patient. You have to believe me. Allah said that you have to believe me. You have to assume that I am doing good for you, even though it feels painful. We ourselves judge that this is sadness, this is bad things, but actually this is a good thing, because we are being avoided from a huge calamity. Just imagine if you get married with the wrong person. That would be a great calamity. It's better to break up now and then get the best later on. Allah knows that. Allah knows everything in our life. Allah knows the future. We don't know. That's why we have to assume and have an opinion of Allah, have the prejudice of Allah, that Allah is good to me. Allah is doing this and giving this to me for my goodness, for my good life, for my sake, for my success. And after that, after we realize that Allah is doing everything for us to get us back to our real success, then we can be stronger. We will not be over dramatized by this pain and hardship in our life. It will be very light and peaceful. Anything happened in our life, we took it positively because we assume we have the prejudice to Allah that this is a good thing for me. I just don't know yet. In the future, I will understand and I will get the hikmah of everything happened in my life. That's why my fate will be good later on in the future. So if we assume good things, the good things will come. If we assume negative things, the negative things will come. It's not because of the God giving us, but it's because of our own actions. We assume things. We avoid Allah. Allah wants to give us good things, but we avoid Allah just because we assume Allah is bad to us, right? It's That's why, like, lately Western said that we have to be positive thinking and stuff and blah blah blah, but it's basically based on nothing. Why should I be positive about my life? It's not positive about my life or not. No, it's being positive toward Allah. What is the relationship between you and Allah? Are you good with Him? Are you looking at Allah as the creator, the most merciful and most forgiving? Let's say I sin, I made mistakes, but you are the most forgiving. So I'm convinced and I'm really sure you forgave me. Just believe in that because Allah wants you to believe. Even anything we want, Allah tell us, ask, pray, dua. But we cancel our dua ourselves. We said that, no, it's impossible. My dua is too high. I want to marry a sultan. No, ya Allah. No, it's okay. I don't need to marry the. Like, we cancel ourselves. Allah said there is nothing impossible for Him. So we have to assume, we have to have a good prejudice to our life, to ourselves, to God, to Allah, to people, that it is actually for our own good. And then we can see any little blessings as something that happened good in our life, rather than pointing out small negative, and then we just get lost on track. Even whatever happened, positive things happen or achievement in our life, we would not look at it. We will look at the negativities all the time, and then we become negative people, like toxic person, because we look at everything as a negativity, and we surpass. We don't look at the blessing that actually exceeds, surpassing the hardship. Actually, when we are trying to re-evaluate our life, there are more happy moments than the sadness. It's just easier to remember the sad things rather than the happy, joyful things. I hope that explained. Sorry if not, and you can, like, you know, put on the comments as well. Thank you for the question. That's really interesting.
Okay, thank you, QZ. Okay, I think is there any other questions from participant here? So Omaslan, Ivy, Moves, Shark, Owl Bird, Nile, Arrow, Iru, and Indy. Any one of you has a questions regarding our topic for today? So just feel free to open your guys' microphone. Just chill. Yeah, I think the people like they are like contemplate and really reflects. Like they are trying to really like digest the meat of the incest.
Yes.
Mm, Do we still have time, QZ?
No worries, it's not Maghrib yet. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So anyone have a questions? Maybe
Elia, can we,
no.
may I ask out from the topic?
Yeah, no worries.
Is it
Uh,
okay?
ask-
Oh, okay, QZ. QZ, what do you think about the concept of berkah?
wow, that's
Mhm.
interesting, Niall.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. Oh, that's it?
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's really good, sister. Thank you, Sister Nile, for the good concept of barca. Yes, this is interesting because barca is the one that we actually should seek for in everything. Even when we are talking about risk, okay, about risk is a neutral blessings. Okay, it's a blessing, but it's neutral. It will become barakah if we use that risk or we try to get the risk, in halal and toyib way. Let's say we are working and then we work in a bank, or in riba, So we get the risk, we get money, we get you know we get many things, status, social status. Wow, you're a banker. Wow, you're a manager of this bank, international bank, this stuff. But we don't get the barakah. We only get the risk. Risk is neutral. No value. It's not like no value, but like it's neutral. It could be barakah. It could be not barakah. But if we choose, you have options. You can be a manager in a bank or you can be a manager in a school. Of course, we take the option of taking the school, manager of school. Why? Because this is halal and toyib. Okay, so we got the salary for being manager over there. We got the risk, same risk as if you are taking the manager bank, the same risk, same salary even sometimes. But you also turn it into barokah. This barokah will be counted for the pahala, the deeds, the pahala things that we are saving up. Okay, we are saving it up for our akhirah, for our jannah, is the barokah. Barkah, like, something good out of it. Something good that planted, if we plant a seed, if we plant a good plant and we put it and nurture it really well, it's barakah. In Arabic, it's barakah. It grows well, turn into a good, strong tree. It's barakah. And barakah can spread from our job. Then we provide for our family lives happily ever after. Our family happy, and then we use that money to sadaqah, and then it's barakah. All the downside of that, the result out of our barakah job will get into more barakah over that. Sometimes it could be a pahala, jariyah that goes on and on and on. Even after we die, it's still going on. The pahala is still going on continuously because it's barakah. It's barakah. This is so simple, but it's very critical because this will lead us to decision making. If we are looking at, okay, being a manager in the bank, you got 10 million or 100 million per month, but being manager in a school, maybe only 1 million per month. When we take a look at this, it is better to take the bank. Of course, it's a huge salary, it's a huge risk, but no barakah out of it. And then what turns out of it? You have a lot of money. We have a lot of money, like 100 million per month. But then what happened? Our kids, they are not soleh. They turn into rascals. And then our family, we fight with our family. We fight with our parents because we gave them uh, from the money that is not barokah. They ate food from the money that is not barokah. So their life become not barokah. This is a huge impact in everything. Barokah is an important concept in our life. We have to make sure anything we try to get, any food, make sure it is halal and toyib. Job, make sure it is halal and toyib. Education, make sure it is halal and toyib. Everything, we have to make sure of it because the sense of barakah will impact all the downlines. If it's not barakah in the source, then the stream in the end will be bad as well. So we are actually like when we work, we are looking for the barakah, for the pahala, not for the money. So even how much money we get, if it's not barakah, then it's totally a waste. Even that's actually a loss. So many people, rich people over there, they had disease. They spend their money for hospital bills, for many things. But some people who choose the halal and toyib ways work, they have, maybe we take a look at them like, is it enough for your living? Sometimes we can't match it up, but they have this barokah that have a value, a positive value for the akhirah. But the riba, or for the other kind of job that is not halal, not toyib, then the value of that is minus. It even gets us into sin because of the riba. So barokah relies on that every activities. If we start it correctly, start it right in Bismillah, by Bismillah, and we choose, like we choose this, what do you say? We choose the halal and the toyib. Halal means it's according to the Sharia, and toyib means it's for goodness. Then it can be counted, like it can be counted, and it can be barakah. It's in the side of like, choosing jobs or choosing anything. We are seeking for the barakah, so that the barakah will turn into pahala, and then that pahala gets into the deeds, or good deeds in the day of judgment, and then it gets us into Jannah. But if we don't get the barakah, then it's just a useless activities, useless things. Does that answer your question, Niall?
Okay, Kyuza. So, Barokah, it's not about the amount, but the value of everything we get, right?
Yes, even it's
Mm-hmm.
really small. The
Mm-hmm.
barokah,
Yeah.
have um, multiplying value. When we give a fakir in the street, we just give, like, maybe it's just like 5,000 rice, and or 10,000, maybe it's really small amount, but we gave them with our pure and sincere. We said Bismillah, we pray for it. It's a simple one, but the barakah is really huge. Maybe it's even better and more than someone who give billions, but it's only for the trend, or it's not based on the real intention in their hearts. It's a loss.
Yeah, yeah. 'Cause it reminds me when I was a honorary teacher. maybe
Hmm.
several years ago. I got only maybe under 500 rupiahs per month, but I felt happy about it, about my
Hmm.
salary. But now, when I get multiple times of that salary, I feel uh, more greedy. I don't know
I
what's
see.
wrong with me. Maybe you
Mm-hmm.
have any suggestion, or what do you
Yes,
think about it?
that is a sign actually. That is a sign. Like when we're, I'm sorry, it's Azan here. I think we can
Okay,
continue after Azan a little bit. Okay.
can pause for a while.
Okay, while we are waiting for QZ, because of its Azan in her side, maybe anyone here want to add something, the feedback, maybe Aslan saying in the comment section, you want to have elaborate opinions regarding to the questions, the previous questions that are brought by Kak Nile about the blessing itself, or Maslan. Okay, or maybe someone else like here. Yeah, maybe Kana, what do you think? Have you ever like contemplating, like reflecting, like why you think that your peace or your maybe back then you feel more content, but now the amount of salary that you get is not make you happier. It's not like because logically we think that supposed to be now you are happy, no more you now you more like became a better or like you feel more peace. Have you ever contemplate on that?
I got salary more multiple times compares to my previous salary, but I don't
Mhm.
feel that I'm in peace. I'm happy anymore. I don't know why.
So you are still like cultivate on that things on that matter.
Yeah. And the thing is, I become greedier, more greedy.
Mm-hmm.
I want more and more.
Mm-hmm. But back then you are feel content, right? Like you just like uh accept it. Yeah, I think that yeah, I don't know, like one of the definition of like the blessing or barakah is after you got that blessings, you apa sih ya? You are doing the further the next good deeds. So it makes you like closer to the God or like to like closer to the good things.
Yeah, yeah. When maybe several years ago, um, I was satisfied by buying shoes. Maybe the price is only under 100 rupiah. It's okay for me. But now, I feel like I'm not confident with. I don't know what.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Okay, QC is back. Okay,
Yeah,
go
yeah,
ahead.
yeah. It's okay to stretch us a little bit because it's for education. So that's why we can put the prayer again later. Um, yeah, for that one, it's interesting because this is the norm. This is actually normal for human because there is a shift. Okay, there is a change in our life, and the type of the test. Oh, okay, I will give you two good news. Okay, this is the sign of a good news. The first news is that you are going to the next level. It means that you go to the next level. What does that mean? Maybe last year, we are on the elementary level. So we are given the test of elementary students. It's easy, oh, I get 1 million per month. Okay, that's fine. I'm content with this. I'm happy with this. I'm pleased with this. That's great. I can beat it. But then Allah look at you that, oh, you pass your level. You pass that level of test. And then Allah will get you up, level up, upgrade the test. We will not be tested in the same thing, because Allah wants us to be more, to get more, and to get higher in our Jannah, to get more deeds. How can we get more pahala if the challenge is just only this and that? No tests, no more, because we already in shukr. We already content with what we have now. What we have, like 1 million per month. We already content. We got this. We got the pahala of shukr. Alhamdulillah. And then the tests go higher. This is more challenge, right? Means more challenging things. And there is another factors. I feel like I want more. I want more money because it's already proven that I can get more. I can get multiplied. So why not in next year? Maybe next year I can get 20, 50 millions. Maybe later. So we got greedy. This is normal. This is human characteristic behaviors. But what we look at this is that the tests may go up, but our ability, our skills also going up. So we understand that, okay, more responsibility, more challenges, more tests, more trials. So it equals to more rewards, a better pahala, a huge more pahala over here. So we should be happy actually, because we are being upgraded by Allah. Allah look at us as you deserve you deserve better rewards. You can beat more challenges, more challenging trials in your life. Can you beat your greediness? Can you still shukr and content and not, it's not like not wanting more, but um, being or controlling ourselves, saying to ourselves, convincing ourselves that Alhamdulillah. So if we get the blessing, Alhamdulillah, and I will use this for better path. Like, you got more money, right? But what about the sadaqah? Does the sadaqah also increase? Let's say when we have 1 million per month, we give sadaqah of 100k, 10%. When we got 50 million, does the sadaqah still 100k or it goes up too? Okay, we have to look at this, because Allah is testing us. If I give you more, will you give me more too? Are you willing to still be the positive person, the good person as you were when I gave you less than now? This is the steps of making ourselves deserve for a big thing. A wealthy person, a good wealthy person, deserve that wealth because he or she can manage the wealth, can control the emotion, can control the ego, the wants, so that they are sticking into this path, the Islam. They put the wealth, the money, all the wealth, most of the wealth for sadaqah, for good things. It's on the right hand. It could be said that Allah believes you to get more so that you can manage this money, this blessing, these more blessings, to do more good deeds in this world. Okay, so this is actually a good thing for us, but it is quite tricky. If we slipped and we can't pass. Okay, it made us, a little bit kind of forgetting things. We are not being grateful. Our sadaqah is just like when we were poor, let's say. Then we failed the test actually. So it's a good thing. Alhamdulillah, first we have to be in shukr, but then use that blessings, use that much money, that lots of money, get it out, spend it, but not in the, you said that before. I'm not really into, you said the fashion things. You're content with like maybe common fashion, common clothes, but now we have 50 million. We can pay for Gucci, we can buy those extravagant clothes. Yes, we can, but again, are we willing to trade that? This is a trade. So before it makes us greedy, let it out. Let the money out. Let the money out where? To the path of the akhirah. Build something. Fund the da'wah. Pay for, put sedekah or give some, like donate to fakir, donate to what is like that communities, that's orphans. Put your money there. Leave your money enough. Leave yourself with enough ones. We have to count. Okay, my expenses every month is 1 million, but I have 50 million. What about this? How? Okay, let's invest in, not in stock Bitcoin, no, but invest in the orphans, in the mosque, in for Hajj, for this, for that, and then all the money gone. I'm just being left with 1 million. So how can I be greedy? All the money gone, but it's already gone for good. We have to block ourselves from greediness by letting the blessing out quickly, um, like really real quick, so that like we are not trapped into this. So how much even salary that you got, 100 million, 1 billion, even you, if you are being a billionaire, your heart will not change, will not move, because you already understand that this is a trial, this is a test of my gratitude toward Allah. It's just borrowed. It's not mine, it's borrowed. Allah Allah just put this money for me to collect, to manage it, and then to allocate it to good things. It's not for my own things. I can get some for my life, for my family, yes, but not too much, because this is not mine. Allah wants me to have more pahala in this channel, in this path. We get the money out in the right path before it take us apart. It makes us greedy. It gives our overthinking about things and that and this, only because we have lots of money. So let it out, and then leave yourself for enough life living, and then go on with life. I hope that helps. Of that answer.
Yeah, thank you very much, QZ, for the insight. Maybe I will see from the positive way. Maybe
Yes.
I'm being challenged or tested by Allah to get to the next level, and then
Mhm.
from now, maybe I will be more grateful. Maybe.
Yes, alhamdulillah.
Yeah,
You can
thank you
help
very
more
much.
people by doing this, because it's
Yeah,
better, the money is in the right person, right? Rather than the bad person.
hopefully.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Yeah.
I guess
Mm-hmm.
That's it from me. If anyone wants to ask more or taking comments or anything, maybe you can get into this group or comments or for Elliot because I'm using channel. And then you can get in touch with me for the discussion or any questions that I hopefully can do as well.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Maybe we can like make the part two or like the second sessions like later on. I think we need to like wrap it up like right now. If there is
Absolutely.
no question anymore. So
Okay. Thank you very much, everyone. I'm here, no scholars or no ustazah, no nothing. I'm just resharing, and I'm open for discussion as well. Thank you very much. Barakallah, alhamdulillah, rabbil alamin.
okay, yeah. As we come to the end of our enlightening sessions on success from Islamic perspective, so I want to extend my heartfelt gratitude to each one of you that really active to participation and engagement. Really, we all really appreciate your patience. So today, yeah, the privilege that we delve into the profound insight, that wisdom, that shared by QZ as our speakers for today, and yeah, I don't know, like I extend my sincere as well appreciations to people in here. So we are immensely grateful for the opportunity to learn right for this afternoon until evening. So with that, I bid you all farewell. So wishing you guys continue your success and blessing on all your endeavors. And then yeah, maybe we meet again soon. Very more enriching discussions again or the second sessions. So thank you once again, and may peace and blessing be upon you all. Ya, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Elliot. Thank you, Gizet.